How do you sum up today's performance?
Yeah, we did what was needed. It was what we expected, a tough match against a physical opponent. Difficult to score. We were the only team to create this amount of chances and score twice against them. We were very aggressive. We had to be very careful with the counterattacks because they're strong. We did well overall and deserved to win, but it was a hard piece of work.
You saw the role he played in both goals. How do you sum up Jude Bellingham's performance today?
Good performance again. We're happy that he's in this kind of shape, but everyone did what they needed to do. Jude was a big part of it.
Yeah, a moment of history as well today. Harry Kane is now England's record goal scorer at World Cups.
Yeah, good. And it's not the end.
It isn't the end. What is there to build on? Maybe the last 20 minutes?
No, there's more to build on. You have to get so many details right, and it's an aggressive approach that we take, and then to defend the one-on-ones. If you're like close to the pitch, you see it, and that's what it is. But the tournament starts again now in knockout. Now we collect our strengths and collect our energy, and we build on what we have: the team spirit, fighting spirit, the belief. And we will step up. The bigger the games get, the bigger we will get.
What does this mean today as well for those players making their first appearance at a World Cup? A first start, like Morgan Rogers, for instance.
Yeah, good. And I'm happy that Ollie is on the pitch finally, and Jordan Henderson. They deserve so much more that they deserve. They are key players in their clubs. Get difficult decisions from me. That's what they signed up for. We're here for a bigger goal. And everyone buys into that.
The final point, the next game in just 4 days' time, DR Congo or Senegal looks likely. How's the fitness of players? Kwanzaa went off, Saka, Rice?
Saka's not a problem. Declan had the chance to take him completely off the match, to not concede a second yellow, which helps us a lot. Jarrell, I don't know, he had to go off injured, so we need to see, but 3 days and then next match in 4 days is not a problem. We love that and we're good at that.
Thanks for joining us.
Could hear the England fans in good voice behind Thomas Tuchel. Let's just tidy up that housekeeping then. The result from Philadelphia means that I'm afraid Scotland are definitely out of the World Cup, so they will not advance to the knockout stages. England win Group L, so as Gabriel said, their next game is on Wednesday in Atlanta, round of 32, probably against Senegal or DR Congo. That is still to be confirmed. Roy, you know what they say, you can't win the World Cup in the group stage, you can only lose it by going out. So England have won the group. There's obviously a lot of room for improvement, but what would you say overall?
Yeah, they were always favourites. The top two group, obviously, they had an outstanding first game, difficult second game. It wasn't pretty today, far from it, but eventually we talk about tactics and systems. Their top players eventually turned up the second half with Bellingham and Kane, and they're huge players and that's what you want in these tight games. I spoke about the opposition being dangerous, but they were, I thought, very, very poor. So we could be really critical of England if they didn't get the job done. But they did. The top lads turned up and they move on to tougher games.
And that's the bottom line, isn't it, Gary? Much as we can talk about tactics and systems and low blocks or whatever, your very best players do it when they need to. You've got every chance of winning. And Jude Bellingham, would you say by a distance, is England's best player at the moment?
Absolutely. He's the one player that looks like he's in form. He's the one player that looks like he's fresh. He's sharp, he's lively, he's playing at the level that you would expect. Look, Mark, I think that what these players have set a standard of getting to finals and semi-finals over the last few years. This is the goal from Jude. Look, I just know from being a defender in that position, you're pressing against the forward, you're looking to do enough to disrupt him, to put him off. How Jude keeps control, his eye on the ball, and that technique to finish it there whilst he's under extreme pressure is absolutely brilliant. Brilliant finish that, it really is.
Ian, I can't believe we ever had a conversation about whether Jude Bellingham was going to start in this team. He's, along with Harry Kane, he's the first name on the team sheet, isn't he? If England are going to do something serious here.
Yeah, I can't understand it. I've always backed him and what he's done, and that's going off of what I've seen him do and what we've seen him do and what he's capable of doing, his confidence, the fact that he's got a lot of confidence. People kind of like interpret it as arrogance for him, but like he's somebody that when you watch him, whoever he's playing against, I remember watching him against New Zealand, watching him against Costa Rica, he's exactly the same. He's going for it, he wants to do the best he can, he wants to put the team on his shoulders and run with it, and he relishes it. You could see him in that first half. Yeah, second half.
Even the second half, he showed his quality, but his first half, I think he showed a really good example in terms of work rate, winning the ball, doing the hard yards, and that does lift other players.
Arrogance is good on the pitch, isn't it, Roy? Arrogance says, I believe in myself and you're all going to follow me because I'm at the top of my game.
Arrogance, confidence, especially... No, well, especially...
Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, whatever you want to call it, but especially if you back it up.
Yeah.
He backs it up, so you can't be critical of him.
The rest of them are going to have to get to his form and his level quite quickly, Mark. Just in Thomas Tuchel's interview there, he said, we will step up the bigger the games. They're going to have to. I don't think he'll be walking off that pitch tonight looking at the analysis with his coaching staff and thinking that everything's perfect right now. We've got to get together in the next 4 days. We've got to get Declan Rice back in the team. We've got to get that back four more solid. It looked like they cut through us a few times. They didn't have the quality to punish us, but we're going to have to step up.
Well, he said that, Gary, but do you believe him? You know, the manager? Because as much as there's been pluses from some of their star lads today, he's done a lot of chopping and changing. I still don't think he has a clue what his best 11 is. And that's not good.
Yeah. No, you're probably right with the wide players, aren't you?
Defensively, he's chopping and changing.
Let's hear from Jude Bellingham. Actually, really important. Here he is with Gabriel.
Well, thanks for running back a long run. How do you sum it up? Group 1, job done today in terms of the win.
Yeah, first job achieved. You know that we came here to do it in sections. We got through the pre-camp games really well, and now, you know, we achieved our first objective, which was to get through the group and top it as well.
What was said at half-time?
You're doing well. Keep going. A little bit more. Another gear. Nothing's crazy. We knew what level we were at. We know what level we want to achieve, and we did it in the second half.
The manager says that you'll see a better England in the knockout stage.
We'll see. Hopefully. I think every day we've got to try and improve. Every game we've got to improve, and yeah, it's up to us to do that.
What pleased you most today? The goal or the assist?
The assist. I think it was just a good culmination of play, and to give it to Harry again, who just continues to raise his level, is incredible.